Well, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. This is how I'm going to be spending my day. Well, up until about 2 o'clock this afternoon, that is. Yes, sir. Head gaskets on a 2002 Duramax. I've been working on it since 8 o'clock this morning, and 6 hours later, I've got the valve cover gaskets off. Got one exhaust manifold loose over there. And work on taking the other one loose when I get back. And what a job. I read on the forums, and one guy said this called for, or didn't call for, but took him 38 hours total to do, and honestly I can see why. This is a major repair. So far so good with still having the cab on the truck. There's no way I can take it off anyway, but got a lot of parts everywhere, and nice amount of water on my garage floor here. It's been snowing here in St. Louis lately, and so we brought in a lot of snow and ice on the truck, but nevertheless I'm still staying dry up where I'm working. This truck has right at 300,000 miles on it, and the problem he had, he was losing coolant, but it wasn't leaking. No visible leaks. He's been complaining about poor power, poor fuel mileage, and when I looked at his coolant reservoir here, it was full of black soot inside, and you could smell coolant when you took the oil fill cap off as well. So we concluded that it had blown head gaskets. You can see all that black stuff in there. So basically it was exhaust getting into the coolant, and then in return coolant getting into the exhaust under low load situations and high coolant pressure situations and cool down. So that's how we diagnosed it. Still runs fine, no check engine light or anything, but losing coolant fast, and the other complaints like poor fuel mileage, loss of power, and loss of coolant. Where's the coolant going? No leaks. There's only one other place it can be. Every once in a while we'd get a puff of white smoke out the tailpipe on cold starts. But yeah, this is quite the job. Definitely need a lot of special tools. The trickiest part so far for me has been breaking the injector lines here loose. Some of them were on so tight I literally could not get them off with my line wrench. They were just slipping. So I took my air hammer and took a little chisel and shocked the nuts there. That loosened them up, and I was able to back them off. The other thing that's been kind of tricky is on the valve covers here. You have these retarded hex bolts, and the problem with that is these they round out easily. Man, my camera does not want to focus. I probably got dust on the lens again, but oh well. Anyway, you can see it there. It's a there. It's a hex bolt, and if you don't get those on perfectly straight, they will round out. There's no question about it. So that's been one of the more tricky things to avoid doing. But I had a couple of them round out. Fortunately, I was able to get them out with my extractor here. For example, this one. It always happened on the back ones too. That was a frustrating part. Front ones, the ones that are easy to get to, come out just fine. But the ones in the back are the ones that round it off easiest. So anyway, it's also going to be a little bit of a pain to get that exhaust manifold off, because these bolts here have to come out, and they're extremely tight even after being broke loose and heated with a torch. So it's just going to take a lot of time and patience there. It's funny because there's my name stamped on that exhaust manifold, or exhaust manifold. I can't talk straight. But I'm calling it for now. I'm going to go enjoy a Thanksgiving dinner and a proposal from my mom's boyfriend. He's planning on asking her to marry him this afternoon. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be a good day, but nothing like starting your day off with a Duramax and head gaskets. So here you have it. Alright, that's all I got for today. You all have a great Thanksgiving, and don't eat too much, and remember those who don't have enough to eat. Keep them in your prayers. Anyways, have a good day, y'all.